Hello. Welcome to Healthy by Choice, the podcast that's here to ignite your belief in what's truly possible for your health and well-being. Hi, I'm Dr. Kerry, and what lights me up is empowering others. My mission has always been to inspire you to take your health seriously and give you the tools to understand your body on a deeper, more meaningful level. In each episode, we'll explore the healing power of nature, the role of real food as medicine, and how intentional movement can restore balance to your body and mind. So whether you're on a journey of prevention, recovery, or simply seeking more vitality, this podcast is your reminder. You hold the power to heal. Thanks so much for joining me. Hi, friends. This episode is about self-care, one of my very, very favorite topics. I like to think of self-care as self-love. And of course, we can define this individually. We can each give it whatever meaning, and it could include things like actions, thoughts, behaviors, boundaries, treatments, experiences, or adventures. And all of those things, we can stack them, right? Once something is a habit and you do it really regularly, you can just add another one, another daily habit, and stack your self-care the way that you would stack any other habit. And I believe myself to be the queen of self-care because each choice I make, just knowing that I have the freedom to choose, is self-love. Each acknowledgement in and of itself is self-love. When I live consciously and in choice, I consider that to be a way that I'm caring for myself or loving myself. An act of kindness brought to myself, an act of self-love, counts. All of each belief, each activity, each acknowledgement counts. And sometimes, your actions or my actions equal choice, and that is caring for myself. So all of that is to say that I really credit myself and I encourage myself each time that I make a positive decision moving forward, and I add to the things that I'm already doing, that I'm already committed to doing daily, particularly daily. And, in my work as a transformational health coach, one of the most common comments I receive is, Dr. Kerry, you taught me how to practice self-care. You taught me how to show love to myself. And truthfully, there is no bigger compliment because that is my exact overriding goal. When we finish our sessions, I want to know you are prioritizing yourself. It just lights me up to know that I've empowered that in other people. And, whether that is food, water, exercise, sleep, stress reduction, or keeping a gratitude journal, it all counts. And it just warms my heart knowing people are going out there and experiencing more self-love and appreciation and applying choice to focus on self-improvement, self-development, and above all, love. Showing love to, ourselves. And of course, there are different phases in life, right? It's really important to recognize that in chapters, people have responsibilities. They have responsibility to others, especially people who have smaller children, and people have commitments. And some of that comes with circumstances that are not easy to change, at least not right away. And so mindset is one huge example of deciding to love self as is, maybe even for now. That can look different, with each person. But I've learned from my patients and from my coaching clients that sometimes what we can do is change our mindset. And you know what? That really does count. That's included for certain. And I can give you examples of the way I show love to myself. One is the first thing I do in the morning is I say thank you upon waking. Thank you for a new day. And I brush my teeth because I know that not only does it keep my teeth cleaner and my mouth cleaner, but my heart is very close to my mouth and my brain. And I don't want that bacteria to spread. And I keep a gratitude journal. I absolutely say thank you for 10 things before I fall asleep every night, and thank you as soon as I wake up every day for 10 different things that I am grateful for. I used to actually write them in a journal, and right now I'm just saying them kind of as a prayer. Let's see. I have a commitment to put sunlight in my eyes before devices. So I go outside early morning or whatever morning before I have screen time. And that's pretty much a huge commitment that I've made years ago. I commit to drinking 20 ounces minimum of water every day before I drink coffee. Of course, because I exercise daily, that makes it easier because I make sure that I take my water with me. I track my water intake. That is a self-love. I track my exercise. Also self-love. Also, additionally, I get massage, I get chiropractic, I get acupuncture. I absolutely take girls' trips. I go out on, nights out. I go traveling, bigger things like that. But I am really good at stacking. So I've started making commitments to my self-care several years ago, and I've just been stacking. So then what my coaching clients have taught me are things like a phone call with friends while driving can be considered a way of self-love. Making the perfect latte can be considered their self-love. Choosing to stay in your pajamas all day on a work from home day, or conversely, getting completely dressed up can be a form of self-love if that's self-love for you. I know people who will watch that New Year's Rockin' Eve on the TV as if they were in New York, when that ball drops. They're just at home completely dressed up because it's the way that they show themselves love. I'm all for it. It's a yes for me if that's your style. I'm more of a PJs person. So some people love to clean their own homes, and others will trade that coffee money to pay someone else or pay a service to clean their homes. It's complete mindset, right? So just as some people wash their own car and listen to their favorite music, other people think it's totally worth it to pay to have it done. And that's how they choose to show themselves love. The point is that it's absolutely personal, and it's also mindset. And my job is to bring that awareness to the actions and then encourage the most self-serving choice possible. If I'm concerned with self-love, then the only thing I care is that it's your definition or my patient's definition of self-love. It's certainly not mine or anyone else's definition that matters. And so with my clients, mostly people come to me because they want to make transformation in their health, whether they want to get out of pain or lose weight, or both get out of pain and lose weight, or start to make healthier choices or become more active. Together we do things like track their food, clean up their food choices. These are very loving, self-serving things, and particularly in the long run, of course. And I get people to create lists. Not everybody loves to make a list, and ask themselves, what are your dreams and how can we get you from where you are to where you want to be? All from a place of self-love. And again, self-care is one of those, for a long time, self-care was a buzzword. Self-care was like, I'm taking a bubble bath and I'm reading a book with a candle and a bubble bath, and that's my self-care. Calgon, take me away. Good for you. If that counts for you as self-care, I am all for it. I would like to add to that, make sure that you don't miss the little things, because the little things matter. Again, brushing your teeth matters. Drinking enough water every day matters. Calling your mom might be how you do self-care, and not calling your mom might be how you do self-care. Whatever it means to you, I encourage you to put yourself first, to fill your own cup before you have anything to give to anyone else. And that is, by definition, what self-care and self-love is. I have heard, I have to think about this, it's Gabby Bernstein that says joy is the ultimate habit. And, my email address is chaseyourjoy, because I really, really believe that we know when we feel good. And if we do more of what feels good, everything feels just a little bit better. And I just leave you with that. I really want to share that with you, encourage you, know that absolutely this is what I do in my coaching. If you have any interest in coaching with me, and it does not have to be on one topic only, but certainly we will make healthier choices for the long run, for the best of all. And I'm going to keep it short today. So with that, know that I love you, and I'm sending my very best, and I hope you make choices that feel good for you, and make sure it's for you. Love you.